Hi, Jeremy. Thank you for being at the Pifff. So we wanted to know what was your career before entering the film business and how you get this movie made.
Well, I started out doing a lot of editing. I was going to go to film school. My brother stopped me from going to film school. I was telling you earlier. So, but we started out doing a lot of high adventurous sports and like skateboarding and snowboarding films, and then that turned into commercials and music videos. And then this was really my first like film, whether it be a short film or feature film. So.
To be too worried about. The main it looks like nature's about to roll over the severe rainstorms that are continue towards us. But in the meantime,
So how did you work on the cinematography for the film? Did you prepare everything? Did you have everything ready? Did you have many images in mind, or did you just let it flow during the shooting of the film?
We prepared as much as we could. We avoided like directly storyboarding or locking in certain shots in that, but we ahead of time we prepared when it was going to be handheld or when it was going to be dolly movements, and we really wanted to make it feel as real as possible and avoid too many camera movements in general. So that's why there's only that one section of the film, like the montage part there, that the only time that the camera's on a dolly is that 2 minutes of the movie, and the rest of the time it's either handheld or on sticks. So we took a lot of stills. As we were shooting, I had my computer full of stills that we'd, when we'd go to a scene, we'd have a movie that we had talked about and we'd click through some stills and stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty lucky when you shoot on HD and red camera, you can do a lot of the settings in the camera to see what it's going to look like as you're shooting it. So yeah, but I think it's also important to keep it really loose and not get too locked in, because especially on a low budget movie, everything changes every 2 minutes, and if you're all stuck in your way of no, it has to be this certain shot, then I think it can almost ruin the movie.
So talking about the actors, did you give them many directions, or were you really open to their ideas during the shooting of the film and before?
I'm definitely open to all their ideas. They're all great actors. This is my first film. I'm in no position to bully and push them around. But I think a lot of the collaboration happened in the 2 weeks before, and then the reason we picked these people is because I feel like they kind of embodied the characters. But I think most of the time, if it was a direction, it was always just questions rather than telling people what to do, because I feel like that's more effective for an actor, especially. So.
Okay. The fact that we can see Josh, who's a lawyer who doesn't talk a lot, was it something that you had in mind, or did you just want him to have something deep inside and not revealed until the end when there's an explosion?
Yeah, I think he just has a big self-control problem. He doesn't drink. He just keeps drinking water, and he's really contained. He accidentally caused his daughter to die. So I think he's afraid to really express his feelings. He's afraid to kind of live in the now. He makes like cheap jokes and silly things as he goes, and it's that kind of this horrific event that kind of pushes him to be present and realize what he has in his life and stop dwelling in the past. So.
You okay?
Yeah. Please, what do you want?
Was it hard to work with Selma Blair, who's pretty well known and who's been having a long career, and she's a very strong woman?
No, I didn't. It's weird because you think that before, but once I'd met her, it's just like you're just another person. She's super talented and amazing, but I don't think I was too nervous by who she was by any means, but we had a really tight shooting schedule, and you're lucky if you get 3 takes on a shot. So she was such a pro. She'd just do her own thing. Then as soon as the camera was on, she'd nail it every time. And we were lucky. It was obviously a really tense situation. So emotions flare from all actors, and even from me. But I think that's unavoidable when you're dealing with such like dark subject matter. So.
Did you shoot? Where did you shoot the film? Was everything shot at the same place, or did you have different locations?
Everything inside the house was all that one house, and actually we were lucky enough that a lot of the set dressing was already in the house, and that was in Vancouver, BC, or like an hour outside of Vancouver in Canada. So that pretty much everything happened there, and then there was the odd stuff like the driving and stuff like that kind of happened in that area. It was all in British Columbia though, in Canada. So.
And how long did you have to shoot the whole film?
We shot in 16 days. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's have a little fun.